today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU, Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all-time at the collegiate level. End up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 times.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Number 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Logan.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
The score, Browns 3.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The throw right sideline here is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Flushed out right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
His throw here is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. You're going to blitz. Likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First and goal.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So we've hit halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Browns to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Chubb on the carry.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Burrow's pass.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink. Can dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now Parkey for the extra point.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
48-yard line.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
To Joe Mixon.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense,
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
Dustin Hopkins.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got first down in field goal range already. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 11, a minute 39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Cincinnati.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
False start. Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split up.